Speaking of TakeOver, let's get to the rundown for the show this coming Friday night at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Pete Dunne defends his WWE United Kingdom Championship against Walter. Nearly 2 years as UK champion for Pete Dunne. They have this international superstar draft coming up next month in a few weeks. I think he's earned the right to be part of it. I think Walter is going to be the perfect sort of monster champion to dominate the title picture on that UK show for a while. There's nothing left for Pete Dunne to do with that belt. I think he finally drops it here. I'm picking Walter to win. We have the War Raiders defending the NXT Tag Team titles against Aleister Black and Ricochet, winners of the 2019 Dusty Cup. Aleister Black and Ricochet, they're going to Raw and SmackDown. There's no reason for them to win the tag team titles here. So I think the War Raiders retain, especially if I think, we'll see if they announce the match this week, but if they announce a tag team title match for the Raw belts at WrestleMania, I think Black and Ricochet are going to win tag team gold, but it's going to be at WrestleMania, not at TakeOver. Matt Riddle challenges for his very first title in NXT, the North American Championship against the Velveteen Dream. I'm picking Matt Riddle to win the title here. I think he stays undefeated. I really do. I think he stays undefeated, and I think there may be a main roster call-up in the Dream's not too distant future. Shayna Baszler defends her NXT Women's Championship in a fatal four-way against Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, and Bianca Belair. It's been pointed out online that there are ladders visible in the match graphic for the women's match at TakeOver. I don't know that it's there for the other matches. This could end up this week becoming a ladder match, a four-way ladder match for the NXT Women's title. So we'll see. The rules of this match are such that, the champion does not have to be pinned or beaten. If it is a pinfall match, they don't have to be beaten to win or to lose, rather, their championship. It's the perfect way to take the title off of Shayna Baszler without having to make her look weak or tap out to somebody or something like that. Because of that, and because I think she's probably overdue for a call-up, I'm going to pick Io Shirai. I think Io Shirai wins her very first NXT Women's title, and that could make things very interesting between her and the former champion, her best friend, Kairi Sane. And with Tommaso Ciampa sidelined for the rest of the year, after neck surgery, the NXT Championship is now vacant. We are guaranteed a new NXT champion when Johnny Gargano meets Adam Cole in a 2 out of 3 falls match. With Ciampa going down to injury, I think Gargano's stay in NXT is going to be extended for the foreseeable future. And I don't feel sorry for him. I actually think it's probably for the best in his case. It probably will turn out to be a blessing if he doesn't get rushed to the main roster right now by himself, because I don't know what you do with him. I mean, I know what I would do. I'd probably put him on SmackDown. I have a few guys in mind I'd like to see him get in the ring with. But that's not what Vince McMahon would do with him, and so NXT probably is the best place for him right now. I think they finally decide to pay off his journey to the title with a big win in Brooklyn. I still think Johnny Gargano is going to walk out with the NXT Championship at the end of the show. So that's the rundown of the matches. I think there's also a very good chance, they usually have some new signee. They show them in the crowd. They're waving to the crowd. I think it'll be Kushida this time. We have not heard much about him since he left New Japan. He had that final match against Tanahashi, that big send-off. I think we'll see him at the Barclays Center on Friday night. They've done a very good job of hiding him. Although he has been seen lately at the Performance Center, they did not include him, for example, in the big group photo that they took of their latest class of recruits several weeks ago. But I do think there's a very good chance we'll see him on Friday night. So these TakeOver cards are never bad. Some are better than others, but I've never, ever seen a bad TakeOver show. And I think the real competition this weekend is going to be between the show on Friday and the MSG show on Saturday.